inspiration? If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. What kind of mentality are you looking to have? What kind of place are you looking on a daily? Where are you looking? What types of things are you looking at? And have you asked yourself the question, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. And so this is where it all starts. It starts within yourself. It starts within the questions that you ask yourself, how you utilize your challenges, how you put yourself in a place where what you're asking yourself on a daily basis is you. And a lot of people don't ask themselves that question. A lot of people don't get down with their own challenges. They don't ask themselves the things other people won't. And they're not willing to get to that place where they give themselves that kind of permission, where they give themselves that kind of place. And how do you start to get there? Like I always talk about motivation, meditation, inspiration, and it's literally a part of my life every day. And I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to tell you that no matter how hard the challenges are, no matter what you're facing off against, no matter what you're going through, if you focus, if you become truly your best friend, if you put yourself in a place where your mentality starts to have permission for it to be you, if you start to truly sit down with yourself, if you take a little bit of time out of every day to be you, take just a little bit, remember that you're going to face off against things that other people won't. You're going to face off against things that other people are not willing to, and it's not going to be easy. It's not about it being easy, though. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't give themselves the permission to do. They don't give themselves permission to go through their challenges and to overcome their challenges. And it's within that we start to, see the purpose. It's within that we start to give ourselves that place. It's within that we face off against challenges. And what kind of challenges do you face off against on a daily basis? Are you going through something today? Have you been through something that, this message might get to you, and it might uplift you. It might tell you that it's possible, that the challenges that you face off against, you can make it through. And I want you to know that you can, and that you have a blessing, and that's inside of you. And that when you focus, when you truly focus, when you put yourself in a place where it's no longer you versus somebody else, when it's no longer you versus the person down the street or somebody else, that when you truly give yourself that place where you have that kind of mentality, where that comes out of you, where your mentality has the ability to achieve things, other people start taking note. Doesn't matter what you're looking at, doesn't matter what you're going through. It's when you decide that you're going to get yourself back up, that you're going to pick yourself up, that you have a purpose, that you have a place. It's inside of that we have to ask ourselves the questions. It's inside of that we got to get down with our challenges. Because each of us is going to have challenges. Each of us is going to have things that we're going to have to work through. Places that we want to go, things that we want to do. And so what are some of those things that you want to do? What are some of those places you want to go? What are some of those challenges that you want to overcome? And what is it that's stopping you from getting there? What is it that, if you could do this thing every day, you would achieve your dreams? If you could focus on this to that point where you start to achieve things. And it's with that kind of mentality that we wake up every day. It's with that kind of mentality that you start to recognize that you have a blessing inside and is called you. It's with that kind of mentality where, what you face off against, what is it that makes you so great? What is it that your journey was brought here for? What is it that your path was brought here for? And a lot of people aren't willing to ask themselves this kind of question. They're not willing to get down with those kinds of challenges. And so I want to uplift you. I want you to see that you have the tools inside of you, that when you are facing off against things, they're not going to be easy. They're not going to be easy because they're not meant to be easy. If they were easy, then everybody would do it. But they haven't lived your life. They haven't lived your challenges. They haven't gone through the things that only you can. And it's in that place that you start to realize that you are a blessing in the universe. It's in that place where you start to, find yourself, and you start to recognize that you can do it, and that you have a purpose, and that your daily is a blessing. And I just want you to start to think about that. I want you to start to realize that you can start turning things in your favor. You can start putting your mentality in a place where what you achieve is you. A lot of people, they forget about that. They forget about the challenge that matters the most. They forget about their ability to be themselves. They forget about their ability to overcome the things that nobody else would. And so where do you start? How do you start? When do you start? And are you there with you? Are you going through that inside of yourself? Are you truly giving yourself the ability to face off against that kind of challenge? Because you're going to have challenges. It's not that you're going to have challenges that you get the ability to overcome them. It's with your